That's me trying to dance. Hold on a moment. Yeah. Let me just spin the camera around a little bit, and then you can see my life too, yeah! And cause I don't give a fuck, I guess I can take any amount of time that I wish to take on my own life. Room tour! Just kidding, that's not it. Okay, wait. Where do I start? What seems like a normal area to start? Guess what? Nowhere! Well, we'll start at my door, though. You see how it's covered in so many clothes? Not even. They're like memories of dismantled Halloween costumes. Just kidding. It's actually what my Halloween costume was supposed to be, sort of. Yeah, you know what? I don't want to talk about this fucking cat sweater. Fuck that cat sweater. But I like it. It's something I hope to fuel something a little dark, honestly. A love once broken and a cat out for revenge. Whoops! Anyways. This Pikachu sweater I got from my brother. Well, you see, I didn't know how to use the washing machine, and this was when I bleached my Batman boxers, Batman sweater, skeleton sweater that I gave to Ashley, which honestly looked cuter on her, so fuck her. But anyways, so I actually do kind of miss that sweater. It was really awesome, because it glowed in the fucking dark, and it was like a shitty, well, okay, it was Urban Planet girl sweater, glow in the dark, skeleton cat hoodie, I guess, and it was good, and the, like, material was nice. This is, like, not anything from Urban Planet, because it's, like, better than their clothes, probably. Maybe I was just always rude to their clothes when I was, like, younger, because it would be backload of clothes. Why am I talking about that? There's my Batman sweater. Nice. I have this scarf that I stole from a blanket that I stole. No, actually, this is all wrong. I made this scarf, sort of. I took apart a blanket that my mom gave me because she didn't want it, and, you know, over the years she's always been telling me about this pattern that she created, and she can never, like, figure it out again, and I'm like, well, she can never figure it out again because she didn't want to, but whatever, because she was scared. I get it. But anyways, so this is a pattern that my mom created as a, fuck off, Satan, as a, like, when she was younger, this is what she made. She made a huge blanket of it. Well, she found it in her closet, gave me some of my, like, Grammys, like, fucking grandma's whole fucking blankets and shit, like, I took them apart and did what I want. I made this one into a scarf, and it's like a little, it's not quite like a scrap scarf, but it looks like a scrap scarf, but it was never actually a scrap scarf, and that's what I make it. I love it. I love it, okay? Because it's like it's a scrappy non-scrap scarf, and it's like made out of pure love or something, and it's like, I love it. Because accidentally I stole the greatest thing from my mom ever. Honestly, though, I was kind of a little upset because I didn't realize, like, I literally did not register that this is the one, because she never said, hey, this is the blanket I made. She literally just goes, yeah. Or maybe she did. And I just kind of, like, didn't get it. I kind of broke. Either way, I didn't know. And I took it apart. And then I get to, like, the last, like, maybe, like, 5 strips, and I'm like, ugh. And then I was like, a scarf. This is my scarf now. Because I didn't even recognize that I was kind of, like, just stealing my mother's blanket and crushing her. But, like, and then I registered it, and I was like, oh my god, Mom, and I cried. I was like, why did you let me take it apart? I cry. It's really funny. Anyways, Batman sweater that my brother gave me for, like, maybe my 16th birthday, when I was allowed to go across the states. That was cool. Dumb bag full of dumb things. My towel, because, you know, I bathe. Is that blood or ketchup? I'm just kidding. See, this is one time that I didn't kill myself, lol. But weirdly enough, it took so long to get there because I could never, ever get it all on paper. No, thank you. Somehow, my only artistic moments are ever been in the darkest of times where I needed something to force myself into reality, but I could never, ever put things on paper naturally. Nope. I wasn't a very creative or artistic person because, well, I glitched every little thing, and trust me to say that stationary equipment was always my fallback, because if it didn't feel right, I would and not use it. But, this over here is, actually, there's totally reasons for this shit. But, yeah, I don't fucking care. I just go with it. I'm just going with it. I mean, I could explain every little thing, but then that'd be fucking weird, but also kind of funny at the same time, but no one ever, but if I was fast enough to do it, I really could. I just don't want it. That's so boring. No, it's not boring. Shit. Whatever. I'll do whatever the fuck I want because I want to do whatever I want to do. And whatever not doing, whatever not wanting to do the things that I don't want to do, I guess. Fuck that shit. Blood. I was probably having a pretty bad panic attack and flailing around my fucking disastrous room, and I found stickers over there, and I was like, I'm gonna use these stickers because I have a giant, pretty big, decently huge pack of sticker collection that I never ever used. Not because I was afraid not to use them, just for some reason I was afraid not to use them or to use them. Not because I didn't, like, there were other theories and shit, but somehow I was just like, oh, that I was like, no, it's because I'm afraid to put my mark in the world. Anywhere, everywhere. I'm afraid to be a mark in this world. I am afraid to be here. I am afraid of being something, and honestly, for me to do any of this was my way in that moment breaking so hard that the times that I knew I would succeed in killing myself, well, somehow I did not, is what I am saying. But, like, lol. Lol's a fun time. It's a good thing I somehow broke enough to put myself in the space and be like, here I am, and it's me. And I'm in my own room, not doing anything rude to anyone else, but it's just me. And I'm kind of sad, because I gotta, like, delete all that there ever was. Oh, so, thanks for the jorts and the blue pants, because that made me feel pretty great, but to have the shirt that would clearly fit me and somehow you still trying to convince me to change, I didn't enjoy that. But the shirt fits nicely. It's really big and comfy and great, but I got it muddy while gardening with my mom because I had to shove my shoulder in a door to pick the door up, in a sense, because I don't know how to be a man and do the fucking door thing. I have to literally slide inside the door and then, like, and, like, tutu walk to the fucking side. It's really, really shitty being weirdly fucking broken into femininity when doing butch manly things like actually lifting things outside or not quite gardening. I mean, I do try and garden with my mom. It's not going very well, but, you know, doing, like, what would be seen as, like, I don't know. Maybe my brain's just too broken. But I think I've also grown up in a place where, like, it was to be broken. Anyways, unless this is the wrong shirt, but I don't know. Maybe I can check. I can check, can't I? Watch there be no stain on it. Ew. Yeah, there's a stain on it. Anyways, so this sweater is actually big enough that the person that I was with draped it around my body, and I was literally inside of it, as they put, like a cape, to the point that it, yes, could touch and be buttoned up, and yet somehow they were still pretty insistent on being like, go and try it on, and like change, and I was like, no, that makes me a little uncomfortable. Quite a lot, actually. I mean, I should have brought that up, but it's just in the moment, how do you... And then I just be like, no, it's okay. Like, I did bump it off quite a lot, so I mean, when I say insistent or persistent or whatever, it kind of seems... Oh my god, what am I listening to? I swear this is not me doing a fucking cover on top of a song. Like, what? No, it's like some SoundCloud bullshit, but... What the fuck is going on? Because that's what that sounded like, right? Like, I'm not crazy. It sounded like someone singing over the song, maybe. Oh god, I love SoundCloud. It freaking freaks me out every time. There's something always new. But anyways, yeah, my existence has just been non-existent. And, I tried really hard, and I wanted this calendar to be a good thing. I wanted this to be something that would help me, because I looked at it when coloring book. Maybe I'll pick up my pencil crayons, maybe something, man. Fuck. I only like doing that stuff around people. I only like being creative around other people, because then it's kind of fun, but I can't be creative around other people sometimes. But I want more artsy things. And I don't know how to do that by myself, other than when it gets creepy, and weird, and crazy, and I'm trying not to fucking murder myself. No. Hey, look, I found the problem, me. 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 The Valentine's Day stickers that I got for a box of cards that never got used, though I honestly don't know if I kept them or stole all the stickers and sent them to the thrift store. I'm not really sure. I think I did keep them. Because I don't think I'd want to send that to a thrift store. I'd feel really guilty, and I feel like that's probably one of the thoughts that went through my head was I'd feel really guilty. Because it had a pack of Chinese New Year, like, things, and it was like, lucky, I don't know, something to do with lucky dog, and, like, loyalty of a friend or some shit. And I wanted to give that like, card to someone, and then it turned out they really did not deserve it, which is kind of funny. So I never actually ended up giving it to them by accident, just somehow it was like, it was like, it was like, I almost gave them the cutest blessing with all of my trust, and yet they disappointed me to the point that I, like, cut up the card and was like, lol, nope, that's not for you. And then, now I have a glow-in-the-dark sticker on my wall, and I'm pretty fucking jazzed about that, because this glow-in-the-dark, glow in the bark, make a difference. Make a difference. Make your own kind of fucking space in the universe, yo. I don't know. I did talk to my friend, and, you know, we did have a kind of, like, there's still a possibility that somehow, somewhere, I genuinely consist of, I don't know Sam enough to know which side of the side she teeters on, to the point that I am guessing that somehow she is somewhere straight in the middle, because I don't know her motives for anything that she does, or why she would do anything, to the degree that she's doing anything. And I'm just kind of, like, questioning why she didn't just ever talk to me. But if I'm stuck in her head so much, why didn't she just come talk to me? For anything, really. You know, as long as she genuinely wanted to change, but she never did, so, I mean, as long as she's happy. But anyways. So, yeah, so shirt and a bunch of clothes from a really cool person that I was kind of glad, but, you know, I did realize that I was kind of doing that, like, not quite like a double-sided, like, head coin thing. Double-headed coin, maybe. Because, like, I would get bitchy about, like, when people made me feel weirdly, like, my body. But somehow I... Don't ask me why, somehow my brain was like, maybe this would be comforting? Because I didn't know how to process, but then somehow afterwards I recognized and was like, fuck. But, like, honestly, I want to say somehow my brain gets it naturally for most things in space. But the reason I could never register this person is because... it just made me still feel uncomfortable, not much at all like they wish to be the thing that they wish to be, more so like they are in a different space, and I'm kind of like, you do you, but, like, I don't know, I'm not trying to tell you don't feel real, but, like, I'm trying to say maybe, like, some of your intents are kind of weird, cause, you know, when I'm telling you that I don't like to get touched, but you're still kind of like, whatever, it gets in real close, and I'm, like, sitting there just dead, and then I do mention, you know, I just blank out at situations like that, because it's not that I don't know how to say no, it's just something in me is wrong, and I hate getting touched by people, but my brain says there's no reason to say no to people who are seemingly normal, and not gonna just instantly fucking rape me, or, well, so in that case, instantly just fuck me, because that's fucked up, still, it's the same thing. Did you know technically no foreplay and shit like that, you know? It'll fuck you up inside. Especially if you're not, like, into it. It's fucked. It's not technically rape if you're technically consenting, but if your brain is already fucking glitched, it's just like, I hate myself so much. And that is why I avoid people, and, you know, it didn't help when this person was just making me extra feel uncomfortable more, so, and I'm like, you're, like, honestly, that person I declared was my best friend personally, out of all the people that I knew, where I started over and found new people, I was like, maybe you're pretty chill, maybe you get the things that I fucking got, and maybe you're fucking great, and fun, and shit, but then it wasn't so great, and shit, because it just was, basically, I wasn't being listened to, and I'm like, no one ever listens to me, and they make me feel icky. Icky, icky. Icky, icky. Sticky, sticky. Icky, icky. Ugh. Icky. But anyway, so the shirt that I did enjoy, I dirtied. Could have changed it, I didn't want to. I was like, I'm gardening in the rain with my mom, and I wore it in the rain. That's what I did. I was like, I like this shirt, but I'm gonna wear it in the rain, because I wear my other shirts in the rain too. I do. This one I did definitely respect a lot less, because, well, oh, in my weird class, I learned that, okay, so compliments from someone you don't respect are invalid, and they don't matter to you. It doesn't matter what they say or how they say it. You were like, no. You're a liar. Or just, no, bitch, get the fuck out the way. No, bitch. And you're like, no, I don't care. I just don't care. Because you're, That's what it is. And I'm feeling that's probably what it was. To some degree, I understood that, hey, I was never ever going to be probably that way seen somehow. And I didn't like it to my core. That's the thing. I'm not a whore. Just wiggly and jiggly and funny shaped and like a little squiggly octopus that doesn't know anything. Like, I'm like, oh my fucking god. I'm ready to cut out my own damn guts just so I could be like, lol, what is a womb? Babies don't come from inside of me! Because I'd rather cut out my organs than yeah, no. Yeah, no. Anyways, I'm freaking out. This is Mouse. She's my cat. She is the cutest fucking thing. Cute. Cute, cute. Kitty. Ball of flesh. Vicious kitty eyes. This is the joy of my life. I'm genuinely concerned that actually I was genuinely concerned at some point in time that Ashley's friends would kidnap my cat to carve her skull out and present it in some kind of fucked up black magic way because they had some cult going on, and I'm like, I'm not into that. Not into any of that shit. But yeah, because, you know, at some point in time, there actually was people who skinned cats, and then a completely different related situation where someone skinned the friend's, oh my god, my friend, someone skinned his cat's head. They skinned the cat, they killed the cat, they skinned the kitty's head. Fucked up, right? And then just, like, he found it, and we were all like, what the fuck? Like, I've been through some weird situations associated with and or not somehow. And I'm not into that. Please fuck with me first. Don't take my cat. Isn't that right, Mouse? I'd fucking kill anybody. Just for you. Just so you know. Straight up. If someone fucked with my cat, I would be like, you could fucking shoot me right now because... Like, you would have to put me down behind the fucking chemical shed because I would turn rabid and rip your fucking head off with my teeth or some shit. I mean, I don't actually know, but I'm just saying if someone fucked with my cat, I would be not okay to a point that in that situation, the reaction to that situation, depending, like if someone was just like, bank, and flicked my cat, I'd be like, bank, I flicked you, like, you know? But if someone were to kill my cat, I would literally smash my face into their fucking face and then beat them into the ground in which way or another, even if I was the one on the ground. Like, I would not let it go, and you would have to kill me, is what I'm saying. Don't fuck with my animals, please. That's all I ask, Ashley. That's all I ask. That's all I ask, honey. That's all I ask. Don't let your cult friends fuck with my cat. Fuck with Satan. Watch him not even be up here, and then I'm like... Oh my god. Satan. 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 Satan! 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 It's raining. Satan! He doesn't know what he's doing. He doesn't know what to do. Weirdo. I'm just traumatizing my animal. Satan! Satan. 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 What are you doing? Hey. Satan. Satan. What? Oh. I still haven't told my mom where the flashlight is. I'm a dick. Sorry, Satan. Okay, so like getting up from being down really fast, I think I just die. Right, room tour. This is what I was going for. Bless the dog, don't ask. Bless myself, don't ask. Bunch of other silly things, don't ask. A candle that I found. Don't ask. Books that I've never ever touched. Actually, really ever. Probably can ask, because honestly, I want to touch them, but I don't, and they just sit there. And I'm surprised I haven't jabbed my damn head into the wall. All the rings that I took off because my finger started to swell, and I figured if my finger swelled enough to keep these rings trapped on my finger, I'd claw them off until I was bleeding, because I would be like, nope, 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 I can't handle that kind of commitment. To me, that's a Final Destination moment. Then the ring, like, I don't know, or like kind of like an Akira moment where the guy, he just like, and like turns into a monster because he's got too much power, and he like soaks up a bunch of like electrical bits and things, and he's just like a this big blobby thing. Well, that's what I think of with rings, and I'm like, oh, because like these fingers had like weird swelling because I like punched a frying pan or something. Yeah, it's just, yeah, anyways. So, this shit. And a bottle. Actually, you wanna know how fucking hilarious that I hate myself so much? I don't actually want to put that much effort into weed because I fucking, ew. Because I hate myself so, that's bad. I hate myself so much. I don't like weed or smoking weed, but I do it to destroy myself because that's always a fun quality to have. Definitely. And it's weird though because I'm like destroying myself mentally and probably physically too, because I think my guts are trying to feel like they might explode, and I don't know if that's because I hate it or actually genuinely because it's fucking with my organs. Like my pancreas and my liver and like my cannabinoids and my thyroids and my like vegetable systems and my fucking, I don't know, my circulatory fucking the things inside of me that function shit from other shit and whatnot, and weed is apparently whatever, and I'm a fucking vegetable, and you know. But I'll tell you right now, I've processed more of my life more on weed than I have in any other, actually, no, any other part of my life it was like there, and I was always processing it mentally inside, but never physically outside in the real world portrayed me as actually bigger at all. I never got anywhere on my own because somehow I was always this small, broken thing that got over its inside issues while still being a small little mouse that needed help from everyone else. I couldn't exist on my own. And that is what I'm trying to do now, but it feels like my body's fucking breaking. Oh, I went to yoga twice. That was kind of fun. Fuck me, I wanna die in the fucking head. Boom. I have any odds of itch, wins, ends, whatnots and bitbots, and all the damn things in between. I got this lighter that's kind of neat, but it fucking does its own thing. It doesn't like fucking lighten unless you know it's gonna, yeah, I don't know how to explain that, but whatevs. Ow, pokey bits, all kinds of bits, spatulas and spatulas, little knifey bits, and what's this thing? I tried to get my family to help me make a hole punch, face, hair, punch, needle bunch, stabber thing, stab hairs into a thing. People. Lol. Can people donate me their dead body and then I'll just remake their corpse? Like, like, that would be a morbid business to get into. Makeovers for the dead. Be memorialized in the person you always wanted to be. Oh yeah. You want to look like, I almost said O.J. Simpson when you want to die. But then I don't know why that came up when I think I was thinking of Michael Jackson, which is even worse. Because that's possibly all just very much so racist, but then also comes the lines of, wait, Dolly Parton, yeah, boobies, yeah, I think, I remember. No, I don't know anymore. Oh well. Shit. Who else? Maybe like the Ozzy Osbourne dude. Yeah, I think they got facial surgery and junk like that. So like, dead versions of those people, right? Like, don't put any effort into yourself as you're living. Go live a life. live a fucking wonderful, spectacular life. And then when you die, donate your body to me. I'll just, like, beautify you up and be like, beautiful body. And that way, if you ever come back as a zombie, you look fabulous. Actually, genuinely, if someone wants to create that, business, I would full-heartedly totally let you make that business. As long as you say something along the lines, I came across this, this business plan or whatever you want to specify as your fucking wing wham. But you have to be like something along the lines of like, I came across this in a dream once that I thought was, something along the lines of, I thought I had this dream once. Actually, it was more of a nightmare. But then it turned out that I heard this idea from some fucking weirdo in the abyss of YouTube or some fucking thing. Like, I don't know, give some really ranky, jank, fucking weird-ass fucking explanation, but always have it, like, you can literally say anything. Except for, like, yeah, this person came up to me in an alley held a gun to my head and was like, this is your business idea. Actually, that would be funny, too. Something along those lines, please. I would just feel absolutely, as long as it's not gonna get me incriminated for anything, like, I'm not gonna head to jail, because, I mean, I never actually did anything, ever. Go the fucking lie out your fucking asshole. As long as I trust myself to think on this, like, I trust myself. I trust myself enough to believe that, like, as long as it's just, like, little shit, I don't think I really care. But then again, there's also people out there who could totally pin some hardcore fucking shit on you, and I'm like, holy fuck, we're not getting bullied on the schoolyard anymore. It's some real shit here. It's some real shit. And we're gonna get fucking murdered. You know, I never processed how weird it is to have an inhaler as an adult, because I never needed one as a child. Or, I mean, I did, but it never got recognized until I was, like, almost out of high school. But then again, I dropped out pretty early. Because when you fail grade 8, freak out, think you're going back into grade 8 again, but then they push you into grade 9, but then you're even more disappointed that they push you into grade 9, because even though you spent the whole summer agonizing that you're gonna get shit on and made fun of for falling back a grade, which usually everyone did, it was like, getting pushed forward another year was hell, because I was like, grade 9, what dat? I didn't do it, didn't figure it out, didn't nothing, and I was like, fuck that shit, decided to do it again. Didn't learn anything the fucking second time, didn't get no help. Then my mom pulled me out of school, shoved me in fucking, because I was like, Mom, homeschooling, Mom, I need that shit, Mom. And she helped me the fuck out, and I got the fuck out, but the school kept calling and kept telling me weird shit, like, everyone was all over the place, like, no, it doesn't exist. Because they'd be like, oh, you have to be in, like, grade 11, grade this, grade that, all over the place, and I'd be like, I don't understand. Then we get to the school, and they're like, nah, you can be in homeschooling in, like, kindergarten, yo. We're like, oh, bitch. Woo. Anyways. I got there, got somewhere, got somehow. I think I'm smart enough. Smart for something. Snart for smuffnin. Ugh. I can't speak. Because I don't want to believe anything that comes out of my mouth. Lol. But hey, I'm a-trying. And we're dying. And we're dying. And the lady's crying. I don't know where that was going. Didn't even give a shit either. I have tape. I have a cement burner. Scent burner. You wouldn't be able to see that, but I just fingered it. Not like that. That'd be weird. That wouldn't work or make sense. The middle finger was like, fuck you. With no language. Actually, honestly, I'm probably gonna need to make a new one of these because I respect myself not to drink this, or not to drink this sludge into my lungs. Suck it in and breathe it deep, like... Oh my god, I'm glad I roasted my brain as an adult because, you know, at least it didn't actually warp my perceptions of reality. It's fucking weird when you see, like, little, like, 13-year-olds who are like, yeah, I'm really high on shrooms right now, and I'm like, you're on the bus functioning like a normal human being, and I couldn't even do this as a, like, 16-year-old sober as shit. So, like, what the fuck, bro? So, like, it just doesn't, I don't know how. Like, what happened? That's what freaks me out. So if this has become my normal, what happens if, and then I know it's just weed, but what happens if I drop it to the point that my, like, I'm pretty sure that my actual normal reality does not exist quite to a degree that when I get sad or start feeling sad, I turn back to this. And I hate it. Hate it a little bit. Oh, so this is my little, like, weird ring ghost thing that I guess I pretty much stole from, like, some Japanese culture, but actually, really, I thought of, like, the idea, and then my mom wanted to stick this in this fashion anyways, so I went with it. Because I kind of want to stick a little thing and hang it up here, and then it's kind of like the little, like, oh, fuck, rain ghost or something, but typically from what I've gotten off of manga, possibly, I think I've seen one once. They take a tissue, you wad a little crumply ball in tissue, you, like, make it into a ghost, and then it has something to do with, like, blessing rain or something. And, this, I don't know what this is. Cloves, maybe? Nutmeg, maybe? Something. It's a little weird stems, and they make your mouth go tingly, like you've just had a lot of toothpaste on your tongue forever. It's kind of cold, kind of burny, I don't really know. I think it was also really high when it was in my mouth, so I was like, mother, everything is wrong in my head, and this doesn't exist, and I was like, this is all a lie. Yeah, it's pretty messed up. Anyway, it wasn't even messed up, it's just funny. But anyway, so I wanted to make that into a ghost to put in my window, because it's like a cool incense thing, and my mom was like, hey, this shit wards off, like, bugs or something. Like, she searched it up, and she's like, oh yeah, because I was, like, freaking out, and I hated bugs. I hate the bugs, all the bugs. I hate the fucking bugs. Shit. With the chestnuts, we tried to go, like, there it is. There it is. Bye-bye sludge water all over my things again. Dump the things all over the floor. I hate me so much that I'm disgusting. Hate me so much that I'm fucking nasty and gross and disgusting. Anyways, so more of my shit room tour. So, somewhere back in the day, this thing was probably found in the spring cleanup by God knows who, God knows when, God knows where. But to say that someone had to have this from somewhere kind of amuses me. What is it? Where did it come from? Like, what sold this? What was it packaged? You need, like, it's just, I don't know. Probably some, like, gift shop, honestly, but it's fucking hilarious. And I love it. And I somehow found it this year in my shed. Actually, my mom did. She gave it to me. I was like, fuck yeah. Coolest thing ever. Then we have the Batmobile. We have a portal into the other dimension. Cannot seem to compute its perception. Yeah, it just kind of shows the window. I have whatever that is. Tiny Batman, tiny dragon. I feel guilty that I broke his wing, so I have kept him ever since. Joink. He's got a little crystally ball thing. Super cool, because those things refract lights like fucking nobody's business. I love that shit. I love that shit. Honestly, I'd rather have a billion fucking pieces of glass than really pretty crystals, which is really funny, because I have some somewhere in the abyss that I'm keeping hidden and secret. Because I'm not ready to bring them out. Because I'm not ready, you know? I gotta leave first. Anyways, my witch vial. Which vial? Okay, you have to understand, I just was fascinated in it in general, but my mom's idea was, hey, that looks almost like those things, and I'm like, what? And she's like, you know, your things, and I'm like, you mean like the bongs? And she's like, yeah. And you have to understand, my mom would look down upon me if I wished to buy this for myself, but if it was her idea, and I kind of enjoyed it already, so, you know, somehow she convinced me, yet I also let it happen because why not? Was to make it into a really bad pipe. And it looks like a fucking genie bottle, and honestly, it was the best thing ever because what is this? Can someone tell me? It could be like fancy syrup or like alcohol or something, and honestly, this is some random bottle milk lid I got and then jammed on there after breaking it. I'm not breaking it, but like squeezing it with pliers. I have some shit that I found. I guess at the thrift store. Actually, I'm not sure if that's actually where this came from. Maybe? Weird. I have really bizarre clay that I don't even know if it works or not, but my mom found it in spring cleanup. Actually, we both did, I guess. But either way, really fun. And then, oh my god, okay, I almost cry. So I see this bag of Barbies, and my mom's like, no. I'm like, Mom, please. And, like, I seen some boy Barbie, and that's actually what I was pretty excited about, but... So, because he had the clothes and shoes on, and I mentioned that, and she's like, oh, fuck, for fuck's sakes. He was the only one with fucking clothes, I tell you, because I found this gem. Okay, oh my god, like, look at this. She's like, oh my god, I don't even know, she, like, makes me think of, like, a little ballerina or some shit, but, like, her hip swivels. Look at this. And, like, okay, there was a boy Barbie who I think was a My Scene Barbie because he had a really dope afro. And his hip swivels too, so I'm kind of like, oh my lord. And like, okay, so I have this like little drawing figure, which I may have already put away, probably, yeah, because it used to be always in this drawer, so it's gone. Anyways, so, all my stuff is gone, but it's not gone, but it's there, but it's not there, and I'm like, ah. But, look at this shit, she's got kneecaps, and I'm telling you right now, this is like, Savannah gave me my first art doll, a little rinky-dink plastic thing from... Honestly, Wish. $8, but she thought of me, and oh man, you don't even know. I pretty much fucked internally, everything cried. I don't even. I was so fucking, like, struck over with, like, kind of confusion. I don't even know. Like, something was weird. I just didn't accept it. I didn't get it, but I tried. I seen it, and I went, oh, I gotta. Because I loved it. And when Ross pulled it apart and popped its leg apart and said, this is just some piece of cheap plastic, I wanted to say they're cheap plastic. Oh, and to have them say something along the lines of, like, them being like, oh, I feel like you're my knight in shiny tinfoil or something like this, because I loved that meme, where it's like, oh, you'll find, like, a retard in tinfoil, might end up being your, like, shiny knight or whatever. And it's kind of like a cute statement to be like, yeah, you'll have someone that'll try and make you laugh and whatnot. And Ross fucking says that to me because I was like being nice to them. I was like, I don't even know, right? Like I was trying to lift them up, support them. And you know what they fucking did? They're like, oh, I feel like you're they're like, oh man, thanks. Like you're like my retard in tinfoil. And then I'm like, oh, haha, like thanks. Or something along those lines. They're like, yeah, definitely. Because it made me kind of like happy a bit. And then they go, not even, like, some shit. And they're like, just because you're really cheap. And I kind of just was like, bleh. So, Ross Yao or Ross Whitelaw or Rihanna fucking Ross Rao Yao Yuck Yao Chow Mao Fow Chow. Whatever the fuck they are, they suck. And I hate them a lot because... That's so fucking rude, and they're so fucking disgusting, so I want to hope you know, maybe, that if I do end up doing better, somewhere in there it is to just spite you. Just to say a fuck you to your face. Because, no, you know, I'd do better for me, I don't give a fuck. But if I do better for me, it gives me an opportunity that if I ever ran into you and I could say, well, fuck you, bitch, I'm happy. Oh, fuck you, bitch, I'm happy. 'Cause fuck you, bitch, I'm happy and you were shit. And like, fuck your trauma, fuck your past, you're a bitch. And I was gonna be like, and I'm an ass, lol. But then my brain was like, and I'll have a nice ass. And I'm like, you know, either works. For me, I'm fine with that. Oh. My ears are disgusting. I pulled it out because I was, like, fidgeting. Actually, honestly, I pulled my earring out because I could feel that it was disgusting and sweaty, and I was like, ugh. I'm not into that. I'm very conscious of my body, and I'm glad because, I don't like me. No, anyways. Got tons of weird shit going on, some plastic rope that I was in the function of making because in my pile what the fuck is going on listening in the background? I don't even want to know. Uh, somewhere in there is a lot of unfinished projects, which I hate myself for, but yeah, we're gonna get there. And one of it is ropes and things that are plastic, like a plastic circle. I wanted to take a trampoline setup and make my own like plastic mat for the trampoline, but so far it's not going very well. It's a little upsetting because I'm also stressing about so much other stuff, so I don't want to do anything creative. So I guess I should make myself start small, but I'm glad I did start it, so that's cool. It's just gonna sit, in there until I do it every once in a while when I decide to do it. And oh my god, my floor is soaking wet with bong water because I fucking hate myself and I don't want to clean it up. And I dumped all my stuff on the floor, which I don't want to clean up either. Because I'm cleaning my ear, and that makes me feel better first. When I was, like, not friends with Amber McDougal, because, this one bitch, Nadia, comes up to me doing this, like, weird thing where she's like, oh, yeah, so what do you think of Amber? Because, like, I don't know, you guys were friends or some shit, because I did used to be her friend, and then she was fucked up and weird and crazy and just, couldn't handle that shit. Couldn't handle that shit, honey. Anyways, crazy, right? Crazy. And, so one friend comes over, and I remember thinking, because I explained this to, like, all my friends, because I remember thinking, bleh, right? Like, holy shit, no, I'm not dealing with this. So she comes over, hey, what do you think, Amber? I'm like, she's a bucket of roses, and I over-exaggerate this arm swing that swoops down like, bucket of roses. And, like, okay, definitely not that bad. It's like, oh, she's a bucket of roses. Whing, And then the chick fucking telephones it, all gets messed up. The mom, oh my god, the mom was a crazy fuck. And like, and then, oh my god, okay, anyways. So, comes out screaming, she's like, oh my god, you're threatening my kid, trying to start a fight. I'm like, I don't even know what's going on. We are literally out here walking our cats on leashes. I think that was the day that all happened. Because everyone was excited that we were walking our cats on leashes. We were little daredevils back in the day. That was when I was friends with Emily, it was really fun. And I thought about that because of this. But fuck that Dreamcatcher in the dark. Guess what? That's the one from Kane. But at least he didn't hit me in the head with it like the other thing that stays hidden in my box of secrets. Secrets. Anyways. Pull the string, where to begin? Falling down the rabbit hole. But so basically, this fucking bitch and her mom screaming at me saying I'm trying to start a fight. No, I am not. I am walking my cats on a leash. Stop. And she just started freaking out. I don't even remember what the fuck. I was like, please just go do drugs back in your house. I don't know. Me getting, like, defensive, but, like, real for you. Like, honey, why don't you pay attention to your fucking kids for once instead? Man, to tell you I was a kid who always knew the truth was a fucking understatement, but people still looked at me like I was a little child because they didn't want to admit their faults and make me feel wrong all the time. Yay! Anyways, I was also a little shit disturber, but that wasn't one of the times that I was a shit disturber. I was literally just walking around with my cats. Be a little sarcastic, maybe, but just walking around with my cats. Anyways, so one time she's being a bitch with one of her, like, little fuck friends or some shit. And, me and my friend were walking up the road. She says some shit, like, I don't even know what I'm wearing, because at that time I kind of was a little sporadic all over the point. I did have tutus that I would wear real, like, I wouldn't, whoa, there's a heart on me. Why the fuck is there, oh my god. I stuck it there, but it came from this general vicinity because I touched myself and went, whoa. Got stuck to me. But anyways, so I'm just stepping in bong water because I'm fucking disgusting. Yay. I'm gonna use this shirt because I'm a dick. I'm a dick. I'm a fucking dick. I am. But whatever. So this shit. Okay. Anyways, so at some point, she's being a bitch. And she's like, some shit like, hey, it's not Halloween. Take off your, no, yeah. take off your scary mask or something along these lines. And I literally jumped in the air, pounded my chest, and was like, I'll take off mine when you take off yours! And I'm wearing some fucking tutu and and I'm like this little fat girl thing with fluff hair that's disgusting. And I was like, woo! I don't even know. I don't even think I was like that per se. But definitely, I was feisty, to say the least. And, yeah. I had a fire in my gut. Which is funny because the amount of times that people genuinely tried to beat me up and I somehow avoided it. I remember one time when I was friends with Athena, we almost got beat up by Fallon, and the whole time we ran around and hid. I was like, why does it feel like I'm being punched in the gut? And then we get to like her house and I finally calmed down and I was like, I really need to pee. I actually just instantly really needed to pee out of fear, but I didn't pee myself. I just made it absolute hell. It was kind of funny. It was like me realizing that extreme anxiety somehow causes me to just like hyper function. And I never peed myself even though I was terrified to fucking bits. That like some bitch was like pretty much ready to kill me. And I think I just like ran away and avoided it and I was like, stop showing your tits to people, no one wants to see that. And then she'd be like, what? And I'd be like, yeah, what do you want from me? I don't got none. And then it'd be like, what? And I'd be like, hey, big boobs, get out of here. I was rude. It's like this little like kid that always get bullied, but I'd be rude to the other person in some ridiculous way and they'd be like, what the fuck? And I'm like, get out of here. Just kidding. Somehow I was always targeted, but somehow just a little weasel got out of it or something along those lines. I've caused quite a lot of damage and drama throughout the times, though also I too was broken, and I am trying to acknowledge a lot of whatever and everything from the before quite past. I'm done and over with. But that has nothing to do with my room or why this dumb fucking, yeah, the Halloween thing. Because it's like, it's not just Halloween, I'm scary all the time, and I was like, I used to love being scary. Or at least fun. I used to love being fun, and I don't know, it's gone. It's not gone, it's just not really there so much, and I'm a little sad about that, because I wish to be me again, that I wish to be. I wish to be me. I wish to be my me that I was meant to be, some kind of me that became something, and, you know, weirdly enough, honestly, I thought that this would be a lot more of an emotional thing, the wall, but really when I did it, as I walked up to the wall, started like, I was painting something else, and then I was actually painting, that teddy bear, and, because it used to be a jar, I mean, it is still a jar, it's just a painted jar, I was painting that, and I was just like, I have a lot of paint left over, and I was like, and I was like, I guess this is kind of fun, it's not really wasting paint, it's a little amusing, and then somehow I just went to my wall and was just like, and it was more of like, I was kind of like, actually, really in a sense, I guess, I was just like, I wasn't doing anything crazy, wasn't jumping around like a maniac, I just walked up and just like, ugh. And then in a sense, every time my hand rattled, I realized that it was probably some kind of horrible self-torture that, when I could have really just pressed my hands onto the wall. So it's like messy and rugged and wiped and scraped and whatnot, and I guess it's technically art. Oops. I arted. How dare I? How dare I art? How dare I art anything? How dare I art? Oh my god. I'm not sorry. But, oops. Bink. But, oh, you know, there's not even this half of my fucking... Yo. What do we have here? The Batman hat that I used to love. Some weird bag full of survival gear for the bathtub. A big bulky hoodie that looks like a really big tracksuit. Elastic band backpack in case I ever need to run the hell away. This very crazy vest that's fuzzy and fluffy, and I was never allowed anything cool, but my brothers could always have weird shit. But anyway, somehow, during the time, they never ever wore the things, but I would always sneak wear the things, and I guess they caught on to the point that they would get mad at me, but I would never stop, to a point that somehow, in the end, I was given the thing, but I never wear it now, which is kind of upsetting, because it was never ever the thing that I wasn't allowed to wear. It was that I really wanted to wear it. And now I'm just not happy enough to wear it, but I really love that I still have the sweater vest thing, because it's the coolest fucking thing ever. It's a fucking vest hood thing, and it's furry as shit. It's cool. I found this thing at the thrift store after I found this bunny one in the basement or attic or shed somewhere. But the bunny one turned out to be my brother's when he was super little, and I want it. So now it's mine, and I also have one of my own because I like this one. I think it's a chinchilla. Everyone thinks it's a chinchilla, but I don't think it's actually a chinchilla. I think it's some kind of lemur. Not really sure. Anyways, I have my little umbrella, my little sanitizer, because I was very germophobic at, a point in time. And it's been chewed by Satan multiple times, and which is kind of funny. Really. That's weird. No, oh, that's why, because I was looking at this. My brain glitched, and I was, like, flipping it around, and I, like, had this vivid, like, this picture, and so when I turned it, and I was like, Satan, and then I was like, holy shit, like, it glitched my brain. I'm like, yeah, it wasn't right, is what I'm going for. I have the trash bag. So, fucking bad story, I guess, is that me and Emily went to a thrift store, and because we were both poor children and all of that shit, poor, like, neglected children that can never ever do anything for themselves or get anything genuinely for themselves is what I would go with that, because, I feel like that maybe would be what we connected upon, is that we were both, like, forgotten children, in a sense, somehow. And to say that maybe she was my lost brother, my lost boy, maybe. Maybe she was. But anyways, so we steal this bag for her. Then she gives it to me, because I've always wanted one of these bags. I tried to buy one of these bags, but she gave it to me, like, after when she got herself a new bag that she had wanted more, so I was, like, fucking happy, because I was like, oh, love this bag. And I covered it in a bunch of pins that I've gotten, like, over time. And I'm kind of sad that my bumming around Whistler button doesn't actually have a bum anymore, but, So, I eventually want to take a picture of that and post that somewhere. And I have weird things just hidden in the abyss. And, I have interesting things all over. Which, I mean, technically I'm riddled with weapons, but they're not even really weapons if, in a sense, they're artistic devices. Because, really, I'm not the type of person who would use things like those as weapons. More like, I'd be the type of person who would use that when I move out to actually try and cut food with. But I'm hiding it because my brother made it, and, during the part when they were throwing everything out, I figured there was stuff that I really wanted no matter what. So I stole it, I'm just saying. So I stole that knife. And it's mine. It's my little elf knife. I don't care anymore. I still have to clean this, and there's still bong water all over the floor. I'm disgusting. To try and get myself back into any kind of creative artsy ideas, I've been trying my best to find scraps that I can collect and possibly make into something. So it's a little fucking annoying, but I love the bottle cap idea. I love doing something with bottle caps, so I actually am starting quite a decently sized thing of bottle caps. I hope my brother doesn't get rid of it. I will actually break. My mom found this thing and then somehow told me about it, made me feel guilty that she didn't get it for me, or somehow just made me feel bad. But she got it for me anyways. Or I did, or something along those lines, but either way. No, I think, yeah, my mom gave this to me. What am I thinking? My brain is dead. But it's a loot crate item. And it's a fuzzy ball. And I like that fuzzy ball. Favorite fuzzy ball ever. All my weird scissors for different purposes, all my different fucking things for different purposes. Clay and some other weird shit. Weird shit. There's my heart. Weird shit. Weird shit. Bunny balls, but Satan doesn't even touch them, so here's my other weird shit. It's like tampons and some fucking thing, and there's some, like... Honestly, tampons are hilarious for anything. Stuff that shit up your nose. Stop a fucking bullet wound. I don't know. Get creative. Those things. I wanted to make an art wall where I just, like, spent a little bit of time covering this wall, but I didn't get very far. Here's a hat that somehow... I really don't know why. Actually, I do know why, but I wouldn't ever say it aloud how I feel guilty but not guilty, or like this is a sentimental hat. So I don't want to get rid of it, and I hate myself for that. Don't want to get rid of that dumb thing either, because fuck that. I don't know why. Something is kind of like I wish to create it to be something that absorbs a lot of my hatred, and then when I do decide to get rid of it, it will be a blessing, like removing a burden, maybe. Maybe. Where will I wish to release its energy somewhere, and I think I have a place. But, whatever. Maybe. Yeah, I want to. I don't care. Fuck that. Fuck him. Fuck everything. Fuck it. You died. You died. You died. That's fine. That's fine. A really cute mask in the back there. My undrinking, half-drinking Orso tea. Bunch of other shit. My cool rainbow hoops that came from Ross. The only good thing that came from Ross is the hoops. The hoops. In all honesty. What the fuck? It is rotated. What does this mean? Weird. Weird. I don't know what that did. Okay, honestly, one of the best things that came out of Ross was them somehow forcing me to take away their hoops, but hold on to them. Oh, God, did I do that, Emily? I kind of did. She shouldn't have to keep them, or wear them, in all honesty. She could have, like, left them with me. I didn't really care. That's why I wanted to know if she would wear them, and I don't think she ever did. That makes me sad. I gave Emily a lot of my really, really cool pants that didn't fit me. Makes me really sad. Anyways, somehow I made the best out of these hoops. And they also give me some really pretty yarn. Stop licking your butt on my bed. You can lick your butt anywhere else, but why do you have to lick your butt on my bed? My gross pile of laundry, my gross pile of garbage, my gross pile of everything, my gross piles of life, my gross life. Oh, this is stuff that I wanted to use to make some really, really cool forest spookery, in a sense. Like faux pas witchcraft for like the aesthetic, you know? Just that aesthetic of the witch grounds. Like, there is magic here, and all of that stuff. And, I don't even know what kind of, like, movement that was with my bodily sounds. Yeah, that's what that is, really. But, boom. Yeah, so basically witchcraft, or some shit, is basically this goal for this. I'm not gonna tell you if it's real or fake. It's gonna be a thing just because I want it to be a thing anyways. So, it will be whatever I create it to be. And, it's not my fault if anyone else takes it for anything else, is the goal, because, not quite that I wish to be a little troll, but also quite, like, I wish to be a little bit of a troll, you know, to say the least. Whoopsie. And also it's something that kind of makes me feel this actual desire to do something creative. Not quite like curse a ground, but something more so to be the aspect of, you know, like how people make fairy gardens? And it's kind of like, you know that those aren't actually fairies, and you don't actually know if it's like, well, I don't know, they probably have tons of lore and shit, but I don't think actual fairies would live in those places. Unless they did in a whole completely different time-space scenario where they are there but not actually there, and then for there does not exist unless you actually do believe, but there's no real there. It really is just not actually there. It's there in its own space because you created whatever. But basically it is what it is just because simply it is what it is. It's not. Which kind of sucks. I hate those the most. I hate things that are genuinely, like, they only exist just because you believe they exist. But I wish that things could actually genuinely exist because you believed that they could genuinely exist. Which is like, I think you'll just drive yourself crazy. But either way, I wish to do some kind of art. I wish to do some kind of fucking art with some weird twigs and branches that came from some kind of wicker sewing kit that I dismantled because I think it was going to get thrown out anyways, and I figured if it's going to get thrown out, I might as well be the one to take it apart because, you know, I enjoy that type of weird stuff. And then the more stuff came apart, I was like, oh god, I love it. I love it. All this weird fucking ropey, ow, I like cracked my fingers in my underwear? That sounds really weird to say I was pulling a wedgie, but like, by pulling on the outside of the baggy parts of my undies. I don't need to be telling you this, but I twisted my finger into the baggy dick part of my undies and then pulled my, like, shorts down my like boxer things to be more comfortable on my fat thighs. And I heard my finger just like slip into like a loop of fabric around it and just like go as it like pushed it down because the fabric would have tugged on the tip to pull it up and like curve it. And yeah, it was like a weirdly weird good feeling to my finger. Yeah, I should probably stop this. It's at a fucking hour. But I guess that just is what it is. That is my life that I wish to share with the world. My room. My room of now. My space of existence for here. And this is me trying to exist. And well, there's a lot going on, you see. There's quite a lot going on inside my brain that can't be a reality and thus far is just a mess. Because here I do not function, here I do not exist. And, well, I need to figure out how to do that and get out. So,